PRUride Philippines 2018 are Allen Tumbaga, Senior Vice President and Senior Marketing Officer ng Pru Life UK at si Jun Lomibao, Chairman ng Philippine Cycling Road and Track Commission. Sir Allen, Sir Jun, good evening. Thank you for joining us in the score.
Yeah, good evening, TJ.
Good evening, good evening. Right, well, Sir Allen, tell us about PRUride 2018. We know you had a very successful first one last year. Tell us about for this edition for 2018.
Okay, the PRUride PH 2018. We thought of that after you said successful PRUride to London in 2016, and after going also to our sponsored event, our mother company sponsored event in London, the Prudential Ride London.
Right, the big one.
So we said it is exciting. Okay. Let's make the PRUride to London bigger. So we are calling it PRUride PH 2018. Okay. And with that, it will be on a 2 weekends series. The first being on January 11 to 14, where you will have like the 100-mile, inspired by London's 100-mile ride. Okay. And then, of course, that will be for men and women. And then we'll have the time trials the day after. Okay. And, of course, you have the Grand Fondo on the third day in Subic. Okay. And after that, we're going to hold the criterium, where it's more, what do you call this? I think it's more competitive, right? Okay. Yes. Competitive at McKinley on January 21.
All right.
And on January 21, that's also where we will have Brompton rides.
Brompton, I've heard about this. Ano yung Brompton ride po?
Okay, well, in Brompton ride, it's like Brompton is a British brand of a cycle. All right. And it's the kind that you can fold.
Your foldable bike, okay.
And these are not cheap, okay? It's a bit on the high end. There are more expensive ones, but this is still, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, if you start buying a bike like that, you must be able to afford it. Now, what they do is that they race, the contestants race, they're in costume.
In costume?
In costume, yes. They wear something like tuxedo and all that kind of stuff. So they would put the bike across the road. They start with the race. They're in costume already. They assemble the bike and then they ride off.
All right.
And so we'd like to do something similar here.
Oh, cool.
And then together with the Brompton Club, and what we're going to do would be to make them wear, I think, national costume. That's allowed, right? Not just tuxedo. So we'd like something more indigenous.
All right.
So yes, of course, we'd allow if you want to wear tux, that should be fine.
Yep.
But it would be preferred if we can wear barong.
Correct.
Women, patajong. And we can go more native than that.
Bahala na sila. How native they can get. Okay.
Yeah.
Sige. Well, Sir Jun, kamusta naman ang acceptance po at pagtangkilik ka nga ng cycling community from last year, and anong eagerness that you're hearing from them for this year's event?
Yes, because this will be the National Road Championship.
Ito na rin, no?
Yes. It will determine who will wear the national colors, the rainbow colors, which we call the national champion.
Yes. Okay.
It's the most prestigious jersey for that the cyclists can wear, both for the men elite, the women elite, and the men juniors. Okay. So our elite riders, our local riders, are looking forward to this race, especially both for the road race, which covers 138 kilometers from Subic Bay up to SBM 8, climb and including a climb to Mount Samat.
Wow. Okay.
And then another enduring ride over the hills of Morong. Okay. And then back to Subic. Okay. It's one of the most technical courses ever raced in the country. So we expect a very tough competition. We expect the riders to be preparing right now, to be doing their training, and of course the time trial on the next on January 13. It's the race against the clock. Okay. So it's the rider against himself. Okay. So as competitive as the road race, we will see who will emerge as the best Filipino and Filipina riders in this PRUride 2018. Yes.
So, Sir Allen, you're pretty much guaranteed you're really going to be sending the best of the best cyclists.
Oh yes, definitely.
Abroad. Kasi ito na rin yung national championship natin eh. So yung papadala natin sa UK, which is by the way, hindi lang dalawa. Ang dami na this year, no? Ilan na po? 6. Yeah.
Oh, dalawa from Subic. The winner of the 100-mile race. Yep. Okay. One lady and one man. Yep. Okay. And then of course from McKinley on January 21, 2 winners as well. Okay. And then we're gonna raffle off one ride in Subic and another one in Kindi.
Okay.
So a total of 6.
Anim sila.
At least 6. And then of course the company will be sending.
You still send some riders. So last year you had 2 winners and then 2 from the company.
Yeah, so we sent 4 riders to Prudential Ride London.
Galing.
So this year we're sending at least 6.
Yep. Galing. Well, sir, if you don't mind me asking, why cycling? I mean, dami ng companies who are not technically into sports but they're doing a lot of sporty activities as their advocacies, their marketing campaigns. So, sa inyo po, bakit cycling ang napili ng Pru Life?
Pru Life is we are a caring company. We care and we are quite contemporary as far as our characteristics are concerned. And we know that a lot of our countrymen are into cycling. So in order for us to be able to relate to them, we decided to go into cycling. And more than that, because it will help them become more healthy, as well as provide an alternative means of transportation. So like in Metro Manila, if you can do cycling, then you can decongest the roads.
Right,
or more so out of Metro Manila, you can also help conserve fuel, at the same time take care of your health.
Right.
So we are into this as part of our advocacy.
Ayun. Well, Sir Jun, pag may mga pagkakataon na ganito na you have big companies like Pru Life supporting cycling, ano pong pakiramdam ng cycling community? And I say this because I know, admittedly, marami nag into running, marami run events, growing na rin yung triathlon, yung tri-sport, pero cycling is still, I guess, the oldest, in the Philippines, no, in terms of these competitive races. Anong pakiramdam that you have a big support from Pru Life?
Yes, we are very appreciative of the gesture from Pru Life. Because organizing a cycling event is one of the most expensive endeavor.
All right. Okay.
You see, although you just see riders riding their bicycle, but around the race itself, you have so many peripherals, you have so many requirements. So
I see.
it's really we are very thankful with the Pru Life for having sponsored this kind of race, and of course. Filipinos are, in the past, cycling is one of the favorite sport of Filipinos, especially during summer. If you remember Tour of Luzon or the past tours. So it's really, we hope that Pru Life would continue to ensure and ensure its support for the sport.
Well, if you could just see from what they had last year compared to what they're doing this year, good signs, Sir Allen, para sa inyo. And I guess, ano pa bang bigger picture initiatives that you want to send the message out there that you're helping support Filipino cyclists as a whole?
Well, one, we do expect, this is just the beginning, I have to say.
Good to hear that. Yeah.
We will make sure it gets bigger next year. And by next year, we will make sure that the event would be like a UCI category A, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that means like when it's category A, then we can invite more people coming from abroad to come here, and it should help a bit in tourism.
Of course, that's right. Yeah. Galing. Well, I guess I'll take this opportunity, Sir Allen. Can you invite those who still want to sign up? Pwede ba? O may deadline na?
Pwede pa. You can sign up all the way to January, but it's better to sign up now.
Right.
Because madami na nagsa-sign up.
Okay.
So it's good. It's on a first come first serve basis. We can only accommodate so much. We're expecting at around 3,000 to 5,000, but each race has a certain number of participants.
Right.
So the sooner you register, the better it will be. Well, for you and for all of us.
That's right. Well, I'll just register just for fun and the chance to win the trip to London. Who knows? Baka masali ka pa sa raffle.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates, and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.